Update on Julio Foolio. Update on Julio Foolio. You know what time it is. We're breaking it down to let you know. 3 arrested in the shooting death of rapper Julio Foolio. 2 still at large. A slaying police say was due to gang rivalry. The mystery surrounding the murder of rapper in Florida, Julio Foolio, who was shot and killed on June 23rd, which that date, the 23rd, is significant, has been peeled back with the release of the shocking full surveillance video of the shooting suspect. Tampa police announced multiple arrests Monday in the shooting that left Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio dead. The 3 suspects in the ongoing murder investigations were arrested on Saturday by Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, who released the body cam from the video. Y'all saw the body cam video, so I'm not even going to play it. You go to other channels and see it. Saturday afternoon, JSO, SWAT, CPR, and gang unit members located and arrested Sean Gartright, 18, Alicia Andrews, 21, and Ishmael Chance Jr., 21, in Jacksonville, and charged them with premeditated first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder. They always put the conspiracy in there because that way they can say if they knew about it, they're just as culpable of the ones that pulled the trigger. That's what conspiracy is. Conspiracy is a law that they put out there to get you, because that's called a thinking crime. If you think to break the law to go rob a store, if you're thinking, man, I'm gonna rob this store, let me tell my man about it. Once you tell your man about it, they could charge you with, attempt robbing that store because you thought about it. That's what the conspiracy is. I know that sounds crazy to y'all, so I'm not even gonna repeat it. We just gonna keep this thing moving. A clip of the surveillance footage had been leaked by TMZ earlier this month, showing one suspect firing an assault rifle into a car. However, the release of the full surveillance proved beyond any doubt that it was premeditated attack and that Julio Foolio was set up. Now, they said he was set up by the young lady, Alicia Andrews in the middle, and that's why you can't be a but I love a dog type cat. That don't work. But I love a dog. Don't trust those females when you're out there in the street. That's why get out the street if you're trying to get a good female. If you meet a female in the street, you're not meeting anything more than a partner. You're not meeting a potential wife, period. All right? Because they're breaking the law with you, so that means they have the same morals and principles and codes that you have, which is to survive. And that's it. All right? So therefore, don't trust a female with a big butt and smile when you're out there in the street hustling. Now, it's clear from the video that they were set up due to what they had planned to do, said the officers. You can see the shooters are getting in position for the planned out murder, said a representative from the Tampa Police Department in a press conference on Monday. Now, check out those press conferences. I'm not going to show them. I might show a part, right, on Young and Mace, because they tried to rock the little homie to sleep. He continued to narrate, right? They said that he continued to narrate the chilling footage, right? This is what the police is doing, which tracked the movements of these suspects as the ambush of Foolio at the Holiday Inn in Tampa, where the rapper was celebrating his 26th birthday. Young age to go. Tupac was around that age. It's sad, man. Come on. When are we going to stop? 30 years later, we still losing our babies. They didn't even enter into life yet. And that's why I'm doing these videos, trying to reach out to them. Andrews and Chance are charged with premeditated first-degree murder with a firearm and conspiracy to commit premeditated first-degree murder with a firearm, according to the police. Gartright is charged with 2 counts of premeditated murder with a firearm, 3 counts of attempted premeditated murder in the first degree with a firearm, and tampering with physical evidence. I wonder what that physical evidence is. See, he's also charged with the attempt murder of the 3 victims that was also shot in the car. We haven't heard from them yet. Their version of what happened and their remembrance of what happened is a made-for-Netflix movie. So you better believe they're coming at them, right? And they're being really quiet. They're currently in, the 3 suspects are currently in Duval County Pre-Child Detention Center on murder charges pending transfer to Tampa. That's called extradition, the sheriff's office said. Additionally, 30-year-old Rashad Murphy and 27-year-old Devon Murphy have warrants out for their arrest for the murder in the shooting death of rapper Julio Foolio, says the source at the Tampa Police Department. Now, the rapper, whose real name is Charles Jones, was gunned down at a Holiday Inn on Fowler Avenue on June 23rd. Remember, he said he was smoking on 23. Don't talk about the dead, y'all. Leave the dead alone. Let the dead rest in peace. That's all I'm going to ask. Police believe Jones was trying to get a room at the hotel after he was kicked out of an Airbnb and celebrating his 26th birthday. Now, the suspects are members of a rival Jacksonville gangs that came together to plan and carry out the murder in Tampa, according to the police. Jones posted his location online multiple times before the shooting. The suspects are believed to have followed him from place to place before opening fire on his car at the Holiday Inn. 3 others were injured in the shooting and survived their injuries. Those are the ones that they charged with the 3 attempt murders, the ones that survived with their injuries. On the day of Jones' slaying, Chance and Andrews tracked down and followed him and his entourage to 2 separate locations. The police said, not me, the police said. At each location, they got out of their vehicle and Chance used the cell phone, to call. So they saying that they tracked him, got out the call and said, nah, this ain't the time yet. I'm gonna let you know when we get the right location. After using the phone, a second suspect's vehicle arrived at each location. Police said both vehicles then followed Jones to the hotel, according to the police. At the crime scene, one vehicle drove by the victim's parked vehicles twice and left. Then 3 armed shooters exited a vehicle and began shooting at Jones' vehicle, killing Jones and injuring 3 others, the police said. That's the 3 attempt murders, and Jones' murder is the actual murder. So they saying they drove by them twice, you know what I mean, and then came back around, you know. But you heard Julio Foolio said that he was drinking. He never drunk before, so that's why his senses was down. So that's why don't use drugs, don't use alcohol when you're out there on the street, because you have to be on your P's and Q's. I'm not telling you be on the street, but I'm telling you if you're going to be out there, be on your P's and Q's. And I'm telling you, don't go out there. It's not worth it. It cost me 26 years in federal prison. I'm just talking to you from experience. Now, Jones was documented by the sheriff's office to be a 6-block gang member in Jacksonville. The gang has a feud with the gangs ATF and 1200. Chance is an ATK member. Rashid Murphy is a 1200 member. And Devon Murphy is a 1200 associate, police said. Associate is what we call in the prison system an affiliate, a gang affiliate. That just means you hang with somebody from the gang, you're always seen with them, so they anticipate if the gang pop off, you're gonna pop off. That's what affiliate is, but they just saying that you didn't pledge to the gang as yet, so you could understand. Now, the gang has a feud with, like I said, ATK and 1200. Chance is an ATK member, Rashid Murphy is a 1200 member, and Devon Murphy is a 1200 associate, like I just said. Now, the feud between 6 Block and its rival gangs, Attack and 1200, has spanned over decades, like the Hatfields and the Murphys, you know, with dozens of murders by and against both sides, the police said. It was not immediately clear, it was not immediately clear on Monday afternoon if the arrest suspects had retained attorneys. So we don't know if they got attorneys yet or what's going on with that. Now, the case is still ongoing, so I'm not going to speak much on that, but I'm definitely going to show you this footage right here so that you can see what they're saying about Young and Mace, because I know everybody is wondering what's going on with Young and Mace because they mentioned about him before. Now, so let me bring this down here to my little YouTube joint and pay attention. Y'all make sure Young and Mace get to this video and he get to see what's going on. All right? Now, we're going to put the whole screen up. Now, remember what I said. They sit here, what they do is they try and rock us to sleep. That's why I tell y'all, don't go on the street, because they have all the games, all the tactics, all the resources, and they will get you. You could get away with a crime 1,000 times. This is what, let me ride for a minute. I didn't ride yet. Let me ride. I only been on here 10 minutes. Let me ride. Check. There was a little officer, you know, what they call a SIS, Special Investigation Service, in a federal prison. When I was in Allenwood, they sent in to Allenwood because they said we had too much drugs on the compound and it was out of control because it was heroin on the compound, weed on the compound, coke on the compound. And they came there, and this guy came to clean up the compound, and he pulled up all of us shot callers that was doing our thing on the compound, that was getting money. And, you know, he told us, fall back and I'll send you anywhere you want to go in the prison system, but you have to leave here. I don't want you on my compound. Don't sell any more drugs until I get you transferred and you go somewhere else and be someone else's problem with the drugs. That's what they told us. So now, I kept doing my thing. You know, I'm hard-headed. Gunshots to my hard-headed ass. Now, I kept doing my thing, right? And this little dude pulled me up, right? I'm even going to tell you his name. His name was Feeney. So those y'all been in the system know Feeney. If y'all know Feeney or experience Feeney, put in the comments so they can know that this is a real, you know, bloodhound. That's what I call him, a bloodhound. You remember that movie, Cool Hand Luke? It's an old movie, so a lot of y'all didn't know it. But you remember the movie Fugitive, when they was tracking around with the dog, and they said, check every outhouse, in-house, roundhouse, and in-house, you won't think because we need in the house, and make sure you catch him out the house. You know what I mean? You don't know what the hell he said, but you know he said, go get him in the house. You know what I mean? Now, remember when they had them dogs that was going, you know, when they let them smell their clothes, smell Wesley Snipes' clothes? Those are bloodhounds. That's what Feeney was. He was a bloodhound. When that man got on you, he was a little Irish dude from the Bronx, right? White dude. When he got on you, it wasn't nothing nice. He pulled me up one day in front of Mainline, and he know I don't talk to, you know, SIS or police without my comrades. So he said, yo, call one of your comrades over, because he already know the routine. So he wasn't going to talk without them there. So I called a couple of the homies over, and he said, yo, look, Unique, I know what you're doing. You're selling a whole lot of dope on my compound. I'm letting you know now. You could get away with bringing drugs in our visiting hall, through our mail, through our chaplain, through whatever means you doing it in, 1,000 times. And celebrate 1,000 times. But all I have to do is catch you one time, because that one time will get you another life sentence, and I know you fighting your case. He said, all I got to do is catch you one time. And that's what I'm telling you youngins, the same thing that Feeney told me that resonated. He said, man, all I got to do is catch you one time. It don't matter, so I'm talking to you youngins now, it don't matter how many alleged murders they say you got away with, how many alleged slidings they said you got away with. Just know that all they have to do is catch you one time, and that adds up to life, and that supersedes all the times that you got over. Like this case, let me ride a little bit. Like this case that I'm on, Ron. I was sending drugs down to my brother, you know, allegedly. That's what they said. That's what I was convicted of. So I was sending drugs down to my brother, and while I'm sending the drugs down to my brother, whatever happened down there after my brother sold the drugs to the other drug dealers, they held me responsible because they said it was because of my drugs that went down there, you know, while these people was committing these acts. And just from that alone, you understand, I had to stop and think, I'm screwed. You know what I mean? How do I know what the heck is going on down there in Virginia? Who killing who robbing who? And you telling me I'm responsible for all that because they brought my drugs that I sent down to my brother. Stop it. Now, that's how that worked. Let me play this video for you real quick. I'm going to show you how they try and rock us to sleep. Make sure Young and Mace get this part of the video. The timestamp should be 14 minutes and 20 seconds. All right? If you want to find it real quick.
So Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it. And that's for the betterment of our community.
Now, you see how they try, this is what you call rocking a brother to sleep, right? how you follow them around, you know what I mean? But there's no investigation. So you just follow them around to see how nice he look in the Bentley or whatever he driving down there. Stop the games. These are the games they play. They telling you, young and mates, keep doing what you're doing. We watching you. We're going to get you. We're putting the case together. Don't worry about the words that come out of their mouth. Listen to the words that come out of Unique Mecca audio mouth. They're watching you. They're surveilling you, and everything you do, they're trying to write it up to make a movie script to say that you was involved with this slaying of Julio Foolio, and you ran this gang, ATK, and you was the leader, and you're the one that called the shots. And what they're gonna do is these 3 people they have so far, the 2 people they have out there, Ron, they're gonna try and get them to flip on you. If these, listen, this is how serious this is, so you understand. You heard them say, you just heard them say, young inmates ain't got nothing to do with it. We just follow them around. We don't know what is going on, but we're not going to tolerate it. But we don't have an investigation. Now, all it takes is one of those 3 people, right? Let me bring them back up here. All it takes is one of these 3 people, come back up here. All it takes is one of these 3 people right here, right? Any one of these 3 to say young inmates told them to do it. They don't need nothing else but that one statement. Young and Mace told me to do it. And then now they're going to bring him in on a murder. That's how simple it is. Whether he did or he didn't. You understand what I'm saying? That's irrelevant. If they just say those words that Young and Mace told him to do it, they're going to bring Young and Mace in and maybe give them 15 years. Because other than that, they get life in jail. So do you think that all 5 is going to stand tall? It's just a question. I'm not making a decision. I'm just letting you know. If they don't, whoever don't stand tall, what they're going to do is they're going to tell whoever don't stand tall, implement Young and Mace. They'll even write out a statement to say that Young and Mace, you know what I mean, told you to do it verbally, and then he went out of town and da-da-da-da and whatever. Because Young and Mace, from what I'm hearing, he was in Texas somewhere. And all they need to say is he told them before he left, and that's it. That's simple. That's how crazy this law is. You know what I mean? They're going to need more than that. So Young and Mace, we can still beat that, just to let you know, because you got these rat bastards and flip-flop wearing in public troll bastards that I can't stand. Take that and get off my channel. I haven't gave y'all 3 seconds in a minute. Give me 3 seconds to get off my channel. Take that with you on the way out. You know what I mean? Now, I'm just telling you what time it is, Young and Mace, but you can beat that because they need what they call corroborating evidence to corroborate their statement saying that you told them what to do. So watch who you calling on your phone, because if you call somebody on your phone to just say, let's say you call a girl, right? Let's ride. Let's say you call a girl just to say, yo, I'm trying to meet up, man. I'm stressed. I need to get choked out, Now, that one phone call, if they get that girl to say that you said that, man, they after me, you know what I mean? Because I was involved in such and such. That's all they have to get her to say. And all you said was, yo, I need you to choke me out because I'm backed up. And they take, I need you to choke me out, I'm backed up, into you made a confession to this girl, if she's willing to say that you made a confession, whether you didn't or you did. You know what I mean? All she got to do is be willing to say it. And once she's willing to say that, they're going to turn around, they're going to take that, and they're going to use the phone call to say you called at this time. Then your lawyers got to get the transcripts from that phone call, from AT&T, if you got an Apple or Android, if you got an Android, to show that the conversation was just about you wanting to get choked out and that you didn't confess. But then you get a lot of lawyers that go in there, and then they'll sit there and they won't even go the step further to go get the transcripts from the tape. They'll just let the statement go that whoever said that you did X, Y, Z, even though you didn't do X, Y, Z. That's the way the game played. You understand? I just played the tape, how you heard it. You know what I mean? And, I really want to play this again because y'all really need to hear and understand how they try and rock us to sleep. You know what I mean? This is how they rock us to sleep. Somebody asking a question, I'm going to play it again. Let me come back up here, and I'm going to bring it to my whole screen, and we're going to play homie. Now, look how he talk about How would they follow him around doing all this? He's making trolling videos saying that he killed him, game over, just do it. Everything else and got millions of streams. And they're saying, oh, we're just following him around. We're not investigating him. So why are you following him around, Mr. Jacksonville? Just a question. I have to let these youngins know how y'all are playing so that they know that y'all are serious about this, and hopefully that would deteriorate them from going down that path and get out if they're in and not get in if they're not already in. Now, check this out, right? Listen to him again. I got to play him one more time.
Speak onto that.
Look.
So Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it. And that's for the betterment of our community.
That sounds to me like they want him off, they want him off, what we call in prison. They want him off the compound. They want him off the compound, man. They want him off the Jacksonville compound. They follow him around. They're doing all this, but they got no investigation. So why are you following him around? If you follow him, that means it's an investigation. Come on, these kids are not that slow. Mr. Jacksonville, stop it. You know what I mean? And if you are that slow, Unique Mecca Audio letting you know, tighten up, get out the game. It's not worth it, so don't even do it. You know what I mean? You're killing each other for nothing. It was a war on drugs, and I take the responsibility, for a lot of the actions that's going on out here with the youth, because I fell victim to the war on drugs, just like y'all falling victim to what's getting ready to be the war on guns. They flooded the community with drugs, and then they came in to clean up the very drugs they flooded it with. Just like they flooded the community with guns, and now they're going to come in to clean up the very joints that, y'all did. You know what I mean? Y'all, I'm doing a live, family. All right? I'll call you right back. I'll call you right back, man. Yeah, you understand? So, that's where it's at, man, so you understand. It's nothing nice. Don't get involved in the street. If you're in the street, get out the street. My number's on the screen, 917-680-9091. That's this phone, 917-6091. Call me or text me if you got an issue, or definitely if you got a story that I should report on. Just text me the link from the YouTube video or the news article from wherever you get it. Just text me the link. But if you call me and you want to talk to me, I'm telling you now, I don't have time to talk to you for free on the phone, because my time is valuable the same as your time is valuable. I'm working when I pick this phone up, and I get paid to work. No disrespect. The game is to be sold, not told. Y'all getting a lot of free game over here at Unique Mecca Audio and think the object is that it's free. Don't worry about the crumbs that YouTube pay me. When you call and you expect me to sit on this phone, and I get people that call me 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and I answer the phone, I don't get mad. You know what I mean? I had a rat bastard said, oh, you called me at 12 o'clock at night. Dude, if I'm supposed to be your friend, that means that I could have an issue at any time at night. And then you're supposed to be there for me if you're a friend. So now you're telling me I'm not a friend, so I'm going to tell you I apologize for calling you rat bastard coward ass after 12 o'clock. But if you call this phone, I'm telling you now, do not call this phone and think that I'm going to be on this phone talking to you for nothing. So don't call this phone if you want to talk for nothing. If you want to text me, I would text you for nothing, because then I could respond at my time. But I got people that call and go right into, yo, Unique, I got a problem. Nigga, you know my Cash App work? That's the first thing I tell them. So y'all can go criticize it all you want, call it Reverend Ike or whatever, but a dude called me at 1 in the morning, I rolled over and answered my phone, he said he got a problem, and I'm supposed to be the good Samaritan Mary, you know what I mean, or Charles or whoever, and say, oh, what's your problem? No. People donate to the hotline. When people call those hotlines at 911, those operators get paid. So don't call my joint thinking that I'm not supposed to get paid. Cut it out. If you want to talk for free, text me. But definitely leave me a voicemail. I listen to my voicemails, and I respond to my voicemails. But like I said, don't call this damn phone if you ain't planning on sending nigga Cash App, man. End the story. Gunshots. And whoever don't like it, take that and get the hell off my channel. Or just don't call. Don't call me and think that I'm going to give you my time for free. The game is to be sold, not told. You're getting free game with YouTube. Don't sit there and call my phone and think that you're going to get free game from calling my phone. It don't work. Go get it off of YouTube, you rat bastards. You know what I mean? But now, if you subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're subscribed, please hit the notification bell. If you didn't. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm almost at 100,000. I'm trying to get to 100,000. That's free. That don't cost you nothing to hit the subscribe and the notification bell. At least do that. You know what I mean? Then maybe you could call me and say, yo, I just subscribed and hit the notification bell. Yeah, I might give you a pass on a free call. You know what I mean? But just keep it 100, man. The game is to be sold, not told. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, cop the book of Roaring Harlem at roaringharlem.com. You want to know what it was like growing up in my life and how I got to where I'm at now while I'm over here trying to tell y'all what time it is. All right? So let's stop it. Let's stop it. All right? Been on here long enough, man. You know? All right? So now, remember, you know, this is how we do it at Unique Mecca Audio. We keep it 100 at all times. My phone number's on the screen. Use the phone number to text me or send me whatever it is that y'all want me to speak on. I've been getting a lot of people. That's how I got this. You know, dude sent me this all the way from Jacksonville. You know what I mean? And, you know, I sat there, I looked at it. Dude text me some information from Tennessee, from D.C., from California. I look at those texts when I get time. But if you call me and want me to stop doing what I'm doing, expect to pay for that call. Can't say no plainer than that. Let me tap out. All right?
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. Heat back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Yeah. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Real. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. Baby horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish there. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars, it's about buying property.